He had only quietly given his neighbor a small, thoughtful gift, but that simple act of kindness caught the attention of a nearby police officer. The officer suspected James of theft and demanded to know where the gifts came from. Startled and confused, James was overcome with fear, terrified that the gifts would be taken away. He hurried off, pushing his little cart, but before he could get far, the officer stopped him and slapped on handcuffs without even giving James a chance to explain. Just like that, he was arrested and locked up. But what happened next stunned everyone. 10 minutes later, James was released. Two senior officers not only gave him free cake, they even invited him to watch a football game with them. The officer who arrested him, he was reprimanded. They made him write a formal apology and personally escort James to deliver the gifts to his neighbors. It wasn't because James had powerful connections, far from it. The older officers simply knew who he was. James may look like a grown man, but his mind has remained at the level of an 8-year-old. He walks the neighborhood every day with a small pushcart. He acts a little strangely, but he's gentle at heart. No one could ever imagine him breaking the law. James is quiet, withdrawn. The only place he truly feels at peace is by the football field. He often stands off to the side, silently watching the players sprint and pass, even in the heat of summer. It's the part of the day he enjoys the most. Then one day, everything changed. A player accidentally kicked the football off the field. It landed right at James's feet.
Hey Einstein, why don't you try picking the ball up?
James picked up the ball, but he misunderstood. He thought the players were giving it to him, so he simply kept it. One of the players saw this and ran straight to the coach, accusing James of stealing their ball, but the coach just smiled. He'd seen James around. If he liked football that much, what harm could it do? Unfortunately, not everyone saw it that way. The next day, the narrow-minded player gathered his teammates, locked James in a storage room, and shouted cruel things at him through the door. The coach rushed over when he heard the commotion. He opened the door and helped James out, but James didn't thank him. He just wanted to run. The coach was furious. He decided it was time the players learned a lesson. That same day, he pushed them hard on the field, drills from morning to sunset, until every one of them was completely exhausted. But punishing them wasn't enough. The coach knew he had to apologize on behalf of the team, so when James showed up again the next day, he walked straight over. But before the coach could say anything, James returned the football. He thought if he gave it back, the players might leave him alone, but the coach said,
I just want to tell you I'm sorry about what happened. I thought you needed to hear that from someone.
Still feeling responsible, the coach asked James to join the team as his assistant. James didn't answer right away, but that night, when the team played a home game against Baker High, he showed up quietly on the sidelines. His eyes were full of hope. The coach saw that look, so the next day, when James appeared again near the training field, he asked an assistant to bring him a bottle of water. But when the assistant got close, James instinctively backed away, so the assistant gently placed the water in James's cart to show he meant no harm. When James finally drank it, the coach knew this was the right moment. He spoke kindly, once again inviting James to join the team. And this time, he didn't just use words, he took action. He welcomed James into the team's inner circle. James came along, though he still said nothing. He wouldn't even say his name. He just tinkered with an old radio in the office. The coach figured he just needed more time, so he didn't push. Instead, he treated him to burgers and soda, and even gave James a ride home. Before leaving,